Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Colton with Bear Scare Beauty, back again, and I got a new camera, and I'm really excited. It's a Lumix GH2. Hopefully the video quality is a little bit better. It looks like it is, and it has a monitor, so I can kind of look at myself while I'm filming now, which is great, because I couldn't before. This is the first video I'm shooting on this camera. I wanted it to be a quicker testing video, and I'm actually going to film another video tomorrow. But I kind of just wanted to do, you know, something. I got some new goodies from Krylon, actually. I got, these are just some of their color wheels. They're really similar to like the Miron or Ben Nye color wheels, but they're kind of, I don't know, they're like kind of the same price. They're more in like the professional realm, not that like Miron or Ben Nye aren't necessarily professional realm, but these are like movie quality. But yeah, so we have the Monster, I'm not using these, I'm just showing off my goodies because I'm excited. Monster color wheel. Let's see if we can, hello? Hello? Ooh, she does autofocus. And it's just kind of a nice basic color wheel, and I'm actually going to take the top off so it doesn't glint. And the zombie color wheel, which, hello? Oh my god. A camera with autofocus is blowing my mind. And we're back. Okay, cool. But yeah, mainly this video is so I can get the parameters set and everything like that. Adjust anything that I need to actually adjust with the camera, because right now it's just like boom, bare bones shooting. I did hack it, so, you know, I'm a bad boy. And it also came with something that I wanted to try. I have looked at these before, and it's one of those like kind of no makeup things. It's kind of interesting, but these are creams, a cream blush, a cream highlighter, and then like a cream bronzer slash highlighter. So I'm just gonna do a no makeup look, just kind of a soft glam though. I will worry. I'm gonna do kind of something soft glam. I've done one soft glam look before on this channel, but I just wanted to do it again. So we're just gonna do it again. I'm gonna pull you guys in a little close. Wow, now that my face is literally all you can see. Jesus Christ. I'm also trying something different with the lighting. It's something I wanted to try so it doesn't have like a harsh light on my face, on my countenance. We live on a continent. I'm just gonna start with priming. Benefit POREfessional. Really any like silicone primer that you like will do. I just have this one and I like it still. It's kind of fallen out of favor for some reason. Because all the influencers stopped talking about it. I don't really know why. It's a decent primer. It does its job. It's not the most smoothing primer you're ever going to use, but I mean, it's decent. And I'm just gonna kind of pat this into my T-zone. I had to pull the camera back a little bit. I felt like there wasn't like enough in frame, if that made sense. I'm just making sure the primer's really patted into my skin, just so I got my squishy sponge. I'm just going to take the NYX Born To Glow foundation. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, I've really enjoyed this foundation while I've been using it. I don't think it is like the greatest foundation I've ever used, but it's definitely not the worst, and I'm actually just going to do a little dollopy dollop right on the sponge. It really doesn't matter because the sponge is just going to soak up a lot of the excess. And I'm actually going like right up under the eyes with the foundation right now because I don't really think I'm going to be using concealer. I might just a little bit, but if I do, it's going to be a very, very light dusting of a cream concealer. And now I'm just kind of taking the empty side of the sponge, and I'm just going to kind of press in and then sheer over some places. Because I want this to look more natural, I don't need, like, the most coverage of all time. Especially on my forehead. My forehead is just not meant for makeup. It definitely kind of has a little bit too much texture for most foundation to sit well on. And then as well as like my temples, there's a lot of acne scarring and stuff. See, this foundation's really bizarre. It's picking up on some dry patches right here, and then like a little bit on the sides of my nose. It's really one of those foundations that like if you're having a wonderful skin day, but you want to wear makeup, it's going to sit really well on you. But if you're having like a mediocre to poor skin day, it's going to look like dog shit. So I don't know what to say about that. Also, yes, it does fill in my fine lines, because what doesn't? I wouldn't call the lines on my forehead fine, considering I can measure them, like, with depth. I'm all foundationed up. I match pretty well. I thought I looked a little pale, but that might just be the new camera. I think I match relatively well. We're gonna do some eye stuff. I'm gonna keep it nice and simple, taking the NYX NYX Proof It Eye Primer. Once again, kind of my go-to. I don't like to over-prime my eyes, so I'm just kind of like dabbing on, and then I'll smooth it out by tapping it out with a with my ring finger. Can't think today, y'all. It's been a lot. So I do still have a job because I'm essential, which I'm thankful for, but at the same time, it's awful and killing. It kinda really is. I'm not the only one that feels that way too. There's quite a few people that I work with that are just kind of in this mindset where they're like, man, something's gotta change because things are not great here and not looking up. It's not like it's a hard job either, it's just dealing with the public, and the public is awful right now. Sorry. My eyes are like kinda tacky right now, which is fine. Just going to use the ABH Norvina 3 palette. I really like this palette. It's got some nice colors. It's got some interesting colors. It's nice. It's fine. These are not brown though. These are like fucking super orange. Yeah, this, and then like this are crazy orange. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I'm going to start by dipping into D1 on just a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to kind of pat this, like right here. Pat the majority of it right there. And then kind of work it up and inwards so it diffuses in. And right now I'm just using patting and packing motions, because my eye is still a little tacky, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to swirl and buff and blend it out. Kind of open my eyes and keep my face neutral. And I'm kind of trying to take it all the way down into my inner corner right here. I'm going to go back in, just take a little more D1. I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pat right again on the outer corner, and then gently pat it inwards, and then just start blending. Kind of like wiggling it just right on the bottom of my lash line there. And I'm going to keep it kind of more rounded. I don't think I'm going to put a wing on it, it's just going to be soft. And I have very hooded eyes, so I have to take it up pretty far, like it's basically touching my brow, which, you know, it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that process on the other eye. This side's a little more vibrant than this side, so I'm just gonna pack on a little more on this side. I am gonna deepen it up just a tiny bit in the crease, and for that I'm just going to take, it's a really focused blending brush. It's not small, but it's like pointed, and I'm going to dip into C3, and I'm just going to kind of gently pat it in the crease. I'm not taking it all the way in, I'm kind of taking it like 3/4 of the way in, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to kind of gently blend that. I'm trying to use circular motions as well, so that way I'm not like creating lines with my blending, I'm just diffusing. See? Just add a little hello. And as you can see, that's just added a little more dimension to that eye. Doing the same thing on the other eye. I think that blends pretty good. I'm going to take the same brush, a little more product, and just start patting it on kind of the outer third to fourth of my eye, and then I'm going to work a shimmer. See what we're working with here? Little dimension on the outer eye, kind of moves forward to the inner eye. You get it? You get it? You get it? I'm annoying myself. I'm gonna use the shimmer C1 from this palette. It's like this kind of nice golden one. It's not really picking up on camera, but it's this nice like kind of neutral yellow gold. And I'm just gonna start and kind of work it on the eye. It's more of a glitter than a shimmer. There's no real shimmer shades in this palette. They're all just glitter, basically. And so I'm gonna pack it on the center and then kind of drag back, and it's just kind of gonna give it that dispersed look that I'm looking for. Because this is just supposed to be kind of messy and free. Alright, well, I need to fix my camera after this because it's not recording more than 15 minutes at a time, and it's supposed to. Just doing the same thing on the other eye with the shimmer. That's about all I'm going to do on the eyes. I'm going to move on to these, and I just wanted to give these a try because they're really interesting. I've seen these before, but I've never like used them. Again, it's that blush, highlighter, and then like shimmery bronzer. They're a cream and they're supposed to look like greasy. Just gonna take my little finger. Oh, wow. Yeah, it just melts. The second I touched it, it just turned into a liquid. So this is the blush. I'm not really a fan of smiling while putting blush on because it kind of like drops the second you stop smiling. So I'm just going to let my resting bitch face take over. I guess it took a little bit of the foundation off on my finger, but it's nothing really noticeable. That's really nice. It just gives you a nice flush. I guess you can kind of see it more on camera, but it's definitely like shiny. We're gonna go in with the highlighter now. That's like a icy white, like duochromatic and translucent. And I'm just gonna do what you would normally do with a highlighter. Wow, yeah, that's like an icy white highlighter. I feel, I don't know, I'm gonna go in, I'm just gonna take in just a little bit more. Not necessarily because I want to overdo it, I just want to see, like, what exactly we're working with. It looks, a lot like a cream version of the NYX duochromatic highlighters that I really enjoy. It's like the same shade. Yeah, I mean that's like that is a beam of light. Jesus. It's gorgeous. Gonna go in a little more with the blush. I like blush. I'm gonna try this side with the Real Techniques sponge to see if that really makes a difference. Because so far it's clearly taking away a little bit of coverage, but when I was using such light coverage in the first place, it like doesn't really feel like it matters. But I'm just gonna give it a shot. That did nothing. Weird. Okay, I would suggest using your finger for this because the sponge didn't move it at all. That was a little bizarre. Like, the sponge did not it just like pressed it down. I wonder if it's because these are like a kind of grease oil base and there's water on the sponge. It seemed like it kind of repelled it. That's a little bizarre. That is a nice, natural blush. I'll look up the price of the full size of those. It's the Kylon Illusion. I've seen them before, but I've never really ordered anything from Krylon because I didn't care. I would just stick with like Mehron and Ben Nye, but I figured why not. I didn't order Tolplast, but I ordered Artex. It's basically 3rd degree, as well as some cold foam because I didn't want to buy a separate oven to make regular foam appliance. Fuck it. Let's try the bronzer too. Don't think this is gonna work as a bronzer. Let's try. Oh no, child, that's like my skin tone. Definitely not. This would just be like a nice kind of champagne-y highlighter, honestly. I don't know why it's advertised as use it as a bronzer, because that is like my skin tone. I can't imagine who's bronzing with this. They did have other shades. I believe this is the shade Cashmere. I think I'm gonna finish up. This is the Bite Beauty in Cremini. This beautiful, beautiful, like yellow toned nude. Yeah, there we go, baby. Since I can't do my lip line to save my life, you know, I'm gonna pull you guys in just a little closer. That's the final look. Thanks for sticking around and watching if you did. Once again, this is Colton with Bear Scare Beauty. Excited to be on a real camera again, so I can do more than just a static shot with a webcam, which I hated. I love this, but thank you guys. I really hope you subscribe, watch my other videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Bear Scare Beauty, same way it's spelled here. I hope you guys have a lovely night. I hope you are staying safe during the pandemic as well. And thank you guys so much. You have a good night. Bye.